Hello again, Doc on the clock with more MAGMML3. It's time to move on to 28th place. Boostman by Isabelisa B and Silver Laguna. Oof, that took me a bit to figure out. Pretty good scores across the board. Flashman's kind of the mild outlier there. Alright, we got 4 tokens to find here, as well as this one energy element. We haven't had a stage that's had more than one energy element in kind of a while. Might be a reason for that. What the? Okay, this is hyperspeed floor apparently. And you can preserve your momentum as you're running along the hyperspeed floor. We don't have magnet beam. Ah. Okay, I need something a little bit more potent than this. Oof. That was... I feel like that actually was the intended method for that, but it did not feel particularly comfortable. I see a slide spot in there. What? Oh, okay. My momentum was still preserved there, so my little tap to move over went considerably further than I had anticipated. Alright, we'll try that again. That didn't work very well. Oh, that's right, I have a, I have a parallel weapon, so we're good. Why didn't that work? Alright, if I'm gonna be using something spammy, I might as well be using something that's spammy that's a little bit more powerful. Alright. Okay, it's just a room with some OCs. That could have been a token. And, well, here's Isabelisa B. Well, hello there. I didn't expect too many people to make their way in here. I'm happy to see you could. At least you had a very conspicuous opening in the wall there. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to go for it. Thanks for taking the time to play my level. I hope it will be enjoyable. While I'm thanking people, I also want to give a big thanks to my friend Laguna, who did pretty much all the coding for the custom assets in this stage. As well as Boldy for composing the music that kind of inspired the idea for the level in the first place. Hey, music can be inspirational. It was listening to one of Rush Jet's tracks that gave me the idea for a escape sequence. here's Silver Laguna, predictably. He's so much cooler than that dork on the left. That's the legacy you want to leave, huh? Well, not my business. Alright. Some interesting topography there, but... Well, let's see. Can I get over? Well, unless I end up I'm missing a token, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Could just be flavor. Ah! Checkpoint reached. 2 ways to go. Ah. This is decidedly one way. Yeah, this is a split path that I'm going to have to revisit. Alright. Well, we've got high jump pads here. What works against these guys? Not that. That kind of worked. Yeah, kind of a mix and match now, and those totem poles seem to have a little bit of an issue with their color palette consistency. That was not what I wanted to do. I was trying to be fancy, it did not pay off. Well, the transition from slow speed to fast speed is a little bit abrupt. Alright. Okay, we've got a warning sign here. What do I need to be watching out for? Ah, power piston, apparently. I believe this is the first time we've seen power piston in the actual contest entries. We did see one instance of power piston in the arenas. Well, I guess I'm not getting that E-tank. And without Magnum Beam, I can't go sliding back in there, so yeah, we will be revisiting this. Whoa. That's the thing about the hyperspeed floor. Going back and forth between it kind of messes with your timing. Oh, wait, am I getting hyperspeed and hyperjump now? Wait, my jump has remained elevated. I don't think that was intentional. It definitely wasn't intentional. Yeah, I'm guessing this is why our functionality scores are not perfect here. Pretty sure. Oh, you could probably get that with Rush Bike. Ugh. And here we have the laser introduction if you didn't take the laser path. Oh, jeez. Those are some scary movements that I had to pull off. Well, we're going to be fighting Boost Man, but I'm probably not going to survive this first round. What? I almost did. Not the hardest boss in the world. That. It's also not a boss that needs to do 6 frickin' points of contact damage. Yeah. And we unlocked another border. Should probably take a look at some of those at some point. And, of course, we're probably going to get a lot of duplicates at this point. But, maybe not all of them. Namahage Man. Ritual assistant, tourist guide, scarer of misbehaving children, this walking Oni mask does it all. Alright, well, we're missing a token. I know where it is. And we're just gonna go lean in hard onto the ultra weapons here. Ah! I'm trying to be fancy here. It is not working. And now this time we will take the ladder path. Bother with weapons here. This is about speed more than anything. And about, you know, pressing the jump button at the right time. I did get the token, but let's just take this path to its logical conclusion. It's not going to take that much longer. Okay, well that worked. And we have another mini-boss. It was not very affected by electricity, apparently. But I can cheese him with other weapons. And there's where we meet up. And Eddie very helpfully refills us. Alright. That was a fun stage. I do like my mobility boosts. Even though in this case the implementation of them with the very delimited floors was a little bit awkward at times. Mostly the speed one, just because it kind of messes with your timing a bit to have normal speed jump timing and high speed jump timing in the same area. But I didn't mind that. The jump one might have been a tiny bit bugged, because there were times when I had extra jump height and it didn't look like I should. But all in all, fun stage. Yeah, I'd say the upper path is the better path overall. The lower path has lasers, but doesn't have any of the jump pads, really. It has one of them, but it's not very well introduced if you haven't seen the upper path. I didn't really have a problem differentiating them, but yeah, I can definitely see how color blindness would make that a bit of a problem. Problem is that the floors don't really stand out enough to have another good visual cue, I guess. That's on an aesthetic level. I'm not really one to talk about aesthetic flaws, but yeah, I definitely get the point there. I think that maybe there should have been a little bit of a redesign there. Maybe just changing the floor's texture. Yeah, Boostman felt... I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's bad to have a simple boss. Boostman, however, felt like he was wanting for another attack. Yeah, I could have taken a death to get the other token, but nah. I don't... People do that. They're welcome to do that. I just, you know... I would rather not take an intentional death. If I'd taken an accidental one, maybe I would have considered it. But at the same time, if I have to do both paths anyway, I might as well see both paths through. If I don't have to do all the alternate paths, I'm a little bit less on whether I should even bother with them. Which is kind of the issue with split paths in general. He jumped out of the boss room? I'm not sure how he did that. He didn't look like he jumped that high. Patchy also in favor of movement enhancing gimmicks. We're on the same wavelength on that. Uh-oh. That's the problem with asymmetric hitboxes. I'm noticing a certain word appearing quite a few times in early sentences of Flashman's review. The theme is fine. Fine. Delivered in that kind of monotone that's like, okay, yeah, it's... There's nothing, like, egregiously bad, but it doesn't really hit the mark. Ergo, it's just fine. The flashback brings up a point here. Your split path had lasers on one end and jump pads on the other end, and then combine the two on the final one. Only one of these actually gets properly introduced if you're playing the stage for the first time. It's just, you know, the whole A, then B, then A plus B is a tried and true method of doing your gimmick progressions. But here you have A or B, and then A plus B. It doesn't really work that well. Well, Stonehead is a mid-boss normally anyway, so... But yeah, the fight doesn't really change that much. It's hard to change Stonehead fight much. I really don't know what you could do about that. I mean, you could double it up, but that's not really, we've seen that before and it wasn't really that good. Yeah, well, I said my piece on the stage, but summing up, yeah, I had fun. And we've got a judge favorite coming up. Here's Ant-Man. I believe this is Revolution. Don't mind me just taking a break in between screenings. On the stereo system in these theaters, you know when they say a theater has surround sound? Yeah. What they actually mean by that is that I literally walk up to the patrons and blast them with audio. Fun job. That sounds dangerous. I'm going to stay away. That's all for me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.